So we're going to ask the spirits now to come through.
I'd like to point out I'm not 1,000% happy about this. Let's go and investigate Australia's most haunted pub.
I'm dying to go into this one. I've become such a freak from doing these.
There have been areas that are mighty interesting.
It was a bit of a joke, like, the ghost opened up the filing cabinet right above me. Yeah.
She said Isaac? She said Isaac. It's fucking horrible.
Oh my God, is that a dead bird? Something's going on.
Monster. Ball's going off.
Oh.
Couldn't pick a better night for ghost hunting.
Newcastle, God's country, a beautiful land, a gorgeous home, and where this handsome bearded fellow was born and bred, so you know it's bloody good. But Newey, as it's known to the locals, has a dark and hideous past. And I'm not even talking about having the most dangerous nightclubs in the country, or the Newcastle Knights' form over the last decade and a half. Although that does make me shudder. Take me back to '97. When Newcastle was first established in the very early 1800s, March 27th, 1804 to be exact, it was home to the worst of the worst convicts. Killers, rapists and pedophiles from all over Australia and England were sent to Newcastle. Why? Well, it was so far from anything, this barren landscape. Even if you did escape, you would die from the elements anyway. Here at this site, the former convict lumber yard, many convicts slept in awful conditions. They were kept here like cattle every night, cramped in uncomfortable bedding. But also right here in the lumber yard itself was very dangerous. A convict was gutted, his entrails were spilled on this very street, and he was left there to die, which took 2 whole days. Sitting atop beautiful Newcastle is the cathedral. Here stands a gorgeous structure and also a graveyard out the back with 3,000 people buried there, mainly children. How fun, including a mass grave from the people who died aboard the SS Kawara, which sank in the 1800s in Newcastle Harbour, killing 60 people. And just down the hill from that graveyard is where we are spending our evening tonight, exploring a pub. A pub that's been there for going on almost 200 years. There are plenty of ghost stories here, plenty of people who have seen better days that may be still stuck in these walls. Will we encounter any tonight? Perhaps.
G'day ladies and gentlemen, my name's Isaac Butterfield and this is Little Dicky. You have to talk into my microphone right there. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, listen, we love making these ghost tacos and in our opinion, this one that you're about to watch is by far our favourite. So, enjoy it, but also, they cost a lot of money to make.
They really do.
They really do. So, if you want to support the channel, if you want to support these documentaries, then grab one of these Ghost Hunter t-shirts. Look at these babies. They're absolutely gorgeous. They've got the ghost grannies on them as well, Anne and Renata. So, if you enjoy them, go and grab them. They are very, very limited, okay? There is not many of these at all. So, go and grab them right now from isaacbutterfield.shop. And now, strap yourself in, turn the candles out.
Ooh, blow them out.
Blow them out.
Get your cup of tea.
Get your cup of tea.
Yes.
And enjoy the video.
My name's Damien. I used to be the licensee here at the Crown and Anchor. Experiences I had, it started off pretty small. Like we got the office upstairs, and they used to just like little rustles and stuff of paper, and then like pens and stuff falling off desks and whatnot. And then I started it was a bit of a joke, like, the ghost. And then, you'd start banter, like if something would fall over, you'd be like, oh, F off ghost or F off so-and-so. And then it'd get a little bit more severe. Then one night, I'd had a couple of beers and I was in the office. I was sitting on a chair and I got up to do something. I sat back down in the chair. I missed the chair, completely missed it. And then I was thinking, oh shit, I just had a couple of beers, so surely it's just that. And the next day I watched the footage and just like whipped out from underneath me from nowhere. It was pretty crazy. And then I thought maybe the boys were playing a prank on me or something.
Yep.
And then a couple of weeks later...
How quickly did the chair pull out? Like, are we talking it just rolls or...
It didn't roll. It was like one of these chairs and it sort of just went and then just went over. And so I went straight back down on it. Yeah, so it was pretty hectic. And then so I went over to put something in the safe and the little sucker, if you can see there, opened up the filing cabinet right above me. Yeah.
What?
And jammed me right.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was the big one. That got me thinking
Holy
that...
crap.
Yeah. So he got me good after that. That was the biggest one.
Has that ever happened before, that the filing cabinet comes out like that?
No way. So it was usually after the chair incident, it was only ever the doors behind me with the security cameras and whatnot. So it'd open up. And
That's mad.
That's so cool.
That day specifically, like they kept open up and I'm like, F off, like yada, 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 like, yeah.
That's a poltergeist.
That's a poltergeist, that's right.
Well, that sort of fucks with you.
That's right. Yeah. And the thing that's always scared me about ghosts and whatever is if someone, like if that was a man in the office and he came at me and did something like that, at least I could try and throw some punches.
Yeah.
But that guy, he just punched in the air, like so.
Yeah.
My name's Mark. I'm the owner and operator normally of the Crown and Anchor Hotel and been here since 2013.
And have you had many interesting experiences here with perhaps the paranormal?
We have, yes. It was the safe door would open. You'd put the pin in, forget something.
The safe door?
Yeah, so I'd put the pin in, forget something, come back, and the safe door would... And it's a heavy door, so there's no way it can open. Like, it weighs a ton, and it'd come open.
So it's one of these doors you have to, like, push a handle down?
Yeah, you got the thing.
And, one of those,
yeah,
okay.
I won't say the pin or anything, but
No.
you put a pin in and turn the handle, and then I'd forgotten something, and I come back and the thing was fully open. And it's level, it's flat, it weighs a ton. There's no way it could happen. And then the girls were always worried to stay here. You think it would be because of punters and derelicts or whatever late at night, but it wasn't. It's because of ghosts. They actually did get a medium in. She said she sensed people had passed away in the accommodation and things like that many, many years ago, and she could still sense that they were floating around. I don't know. That was my first experience. Well, just hanging around, yeah.
Well, I have heard a lot that people who work in hotels, that a lot of people die in hotels.
Then just other things. I lived up here during the initial pandemic, and just tiny things. If you look at the windows, you can barely move them. And I lived upstairs, and out of nowhere with no wind, no nothing whatsoever, they'd close. And you need two hands and all your strength to even close them.
Okay.
And that was only, when was the pandemic? 2020.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I still have strong belief there's a ghost still floating, at least one, around. And as you've seen in the footage with Damien, that's something we haven't been able to explain.
We got this really weird storeroom, and you'll see when you get up there, it's just this little weird access into it, and then it opens up in this storeroom, and it's got windows all in it that's all broken through, but we've got some chicken wire there, and somehow pigeons get in, and then every so often just nothing happens, and suddenly all the pigeons just fly out, and then you come back into the room like, oh, what happened there?
Yeah.
And there's like 1 or 2 dead pigeons in there.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's no cats, no nothing in there, and so it's just really random that there's just new dead birds on the ground in there, and you probably might go up there and there might be a dead bird up there.
I'm Greg, and I stayed here for 8 years. It seemed to be Sundays. I'd hear kids outside of my room, and I thought, I'll just... Because there's constantly people coming in and out. And I'd say, sort of thought, oh, it's just kids, you know. But this particular day, I opened up the door, hearing kids outside my room, and there was no kids there. And I thought, oh, well, and just didn't think anything about it. And then it happened again. And I was like, not the next week, but it happened sort of enough. And then I could hear the kids out on the roof. And when I sort of got there to look out on the roof, again, there wasn't any kids. I just heard kids' voices, yeah.
Did you ever see anything?
No, no.
Just the noise, the
Just the noise.
voices,
Just
the sounds of
noise.
kids.
When they weren't there and nobody seen them, there wasn't any kids staying. They didn't come down and ask the barmaids and that.
Right.
Is there a family or something staying up there?
So when you say kids, like, are
Just-
they playing? Are they talking? Are they saying something?
Laughing and sort of, yeah, and talking and sort of.
Yep.
Because you hear that a lot in ghost stories. People say you could hear kids laughing and playing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
creepy. Did you feel creeped out by it, or you just didn't worry you?
Well, then sort of I don't really believe in ghosts, but I thought it was that made me think. Yeah,
Yeah.
it really did.
It's more or less, you know something's around, but there's nothing there when you turn around.
Right.
And that, several times I've been up to the laundry and of a night and we don't have a light up there, so you have to have a torch. And you walk in there and you'd be standing there putting stuff in the washing machine and all of a sudden you get a cold, sort of a shiver like your hair stand on end. And I get that quite a fair bit. You turn about and there's nothing there, then all of a sudden you turn back and it just gets real cold, like somebody's touching you or somebody's standing there watching you do it. One night I was coming down from the laundry and I was crossing through the hallway there and I saw like a black sort of a shadow just pass by the office door.
Really?
And I never thought anything of it because you get a lot of shadows in here of a night.
Yeah.
Quite a fair few because of all the windows and shit like that. And being such an old place, there are quite a fair few noises. And if you don't stop, you don't sort of get that feeling type of thing. But most of the feeling I've had's been up around the laundry, office linen sort of thing on the top of the pub.
Do you sense any, like, death up there? Like, people talking
No.
about people dying? No? You don't feel like it's a bad energy?
No. I don't feel fear when I feel them.
Okay.
And that I feel happiness type of thing.
Okay.
And that's what makes me think it's not a death sort of thing. It's more the oldness of the building.
The sun went down over our gloomy yet gorgeous town, and it was time to begin our investigation.
This is why we are here tonight at the Crown and Anchor Hotel, a pub of 200 years of history. And I tell you what, apparently there is a lot of ghostly activity here. I am here with little Dixon, as I am
cracking my
every
neck.
single episode. She's cracking her neck. She's ready to fuck some people up. And of course, the ghost grannies, the greatest in the game. Anne and Renata, how do you do?
Mighty fine, thank you.
Now tell me, do you know much about this place at all?
I don't, but she knows a bit.
What do you know about this
Well,
place?
in actual fact, we've been here before. I've been here twice actually over the last 10 years, investigating ghostly activity.
And not getting pissed.
So I am not used to being here.
Okay.
I have been here twice before.
And what has your experiences been like before?
There have been areas that are mighty interesting.
Okay.
And certainly souls that seem to be very trapped there.
Right.
Or they're calling it home, home away from home, home that I'm never going to leave, home. I'm here looking after the place, home. And yeah, we've got certain people that are there watching certain areas of the hotel. So it'll be interesting to see if we feel them hanging over our shoulders going, what in the hell do you think you're doing here?
Okay. Very interesting. And 200 years of history, it was renamed the Crown and Anchor to attract sailors back in the day.
Yes. Yeah, so it actually started off as Jack Sample's Crown and Anchor. That was in 1897. But first of all, it was actually called the Stewart's Family Hotel.
Okay.
And it was created specifically for men only who were coming into Newcastle for business.
Right.
And we all know what sort of business they would have been having in Newcastle.
They'll go to
back
the broth.
in the late 1800s.
Go to the
right?
broth.
So you can
Nice.
guarantee that would have happened here. Absolutely 100%. And this would have been like the Wild West end of town. So you had the Hunter River straight across. You had ships backed up, one against the other, the tall ships, and men were coming through, and what they wanted was a cold drink. They wanted somewhere where they could sleep the night, have alcohol, spend their money, go gambling, see women, and these places here made a mozza. They made a lot of money.
So not much has changed in Newcastle
No,
at all?
well, no.
Not at all. And what are you thinking about this joint?
Look, I'm finding it really interesting. Those corridors that are upstairs have certainly got some residual energy up there.
So Claire and I haven't been up there yet. We're going in
So
blind.
excited.
Okay, well, there is actually quite a few ghost stories associated with this place. And as Renata said, we've been called in before because the staff were having a hard time with entities that were in there. There was doors that were opening and closing by themselves. There's the story of the filing cabinet that's sliding open by itself. They've seen dark shadows and children giggling and running around. So it's quite an active location. I can't wait to actually investigate properly.
Yeah, absolutely. And Claire, what are your thoughts? We said before, after we interviewed some of the former publicans and managers and staff here, you were pretty excited.
I'm pretty excited. I reckon we might find something.
You might have your first experience.
Maybe. I don't know. I just feel like
Break your ghostly hymen.
Yes, let's break my hymen.
Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go and investigate Australia's most haunted pub, the Crown and Anchor.
Get your spook on.
Get your spook on. That is not your catchphrase. Fuck me. All right.
To begin this investigation, the ghost grannies took us over to the inner staircase in the pub, which was originally where the entrance to the pub was, and where many visitors have claimed to have paranormal experiences.
Okay, so we've set up the stairs with our REM pods, and we've got some cat balls along the stairs as well. And this is a really, really creepy staircase. It's right at the top of the building, and it leads up to the very top of the Crown and Anchor. Now, this is a space that has a whole lot of old stuff around it, old mattresses, old bits of bed, old things that have just been left, stained, dirty, who knows what has happened.
You know the story about the mattresses, don't you, in hotels? I learnt this from the Stanley Hotel. There's normally a place where they store the mattresses and they call them the dead beds. It's where people have died and they've come in and found their bodies later, and of course when somebody dies it leaves a stain on the bed. So they have to get a whole brand new bed in. So normally the hotels will store the dead beds somewhere until they can get rid of all of them. So could be possible that some of these beds here are dead beds.
Yeah, could be.
Wow.
But there has been a lot of activity reported on this staircase, so how about you guys check it out?
Okay, well, what we'll try and do is try to get someone to join us, I guess.
Yeah.
We've got cat balls here that will, I'll show you on the camera, will light up if it is touched, and only if it's touched. If you see it here, if you just smack around it, it has to actually be touched.
Yeah.
G'day, everybody. My name's Isaac. Please, come and join us. This is Claire.
Hello.
We'd love to meet you.
Please.
If you walk down these stairs, if you come close to these little boxes, it'll just let a light go off and a quick sound, and that lets us know that you're with us. It won't hurt you. We'd love to meet you.
Hear your story, maybe?
Yeah, what can you tell us?
What's your story?
Please, come down these stairs. Is there anyone here with us? Please, come on down the stairs.
Come on, we'd love to know your name so that we can actually give you a name and call you by your name.
Renata, why don't you try to tune in psychically and see what you can pick up on who is around and what they're doing at the moment.
Did the owner live up the stairs? Are you the owner of the old Crown and Anchor?
I'm dying to go into this one. Can I go in there
Claire
now?
wants to go in there. Why don't we send her in?
Am I? Yep.
Just
I'll
put your night vision
I'll be
on.
okay.
And just watch where you're
I'm
walking.
dying to go in there.
Just be careful where you're walking, because I don't know what's in there.
I've become such a freak from doing these. Lots of paintings. Okay, so this little, it's literally just a nook. So the guys are out here filming right out there. And I've just come through and I found this little room, and it just stinks of how you'd imagine like an old pop's garden shed type thing. Cans of crap. What is that? Oh my god, is that a dead bird?
Claire has spotted a dead
Oh
bird.
my god, is it?
Where?
Or is it not?
Yeah, it's a dead bird.
Oh! Well, I got some footage.
Come out.
How did that even happen?
This is what they were saying. They're saying there's dead birds everywhere.
It's like he's been squashed.
You probably stood on him.
No, I didn't. Oh, fuck. So, there's the wire.
Oh, is that what they were talking about?
Must be. How the fuck does a bird get in there?
So Claire just stood on a bird.
Oh, a dead bird.
A
There's
dead
a dead
bird.
bird in there. I don't know how a bird would get in there. It's so sad.
Well, they were telling us before that even though there's chicken wire, somehow pigeons get in there, and every time, or every couple of weeks, there'll be a big disturbance up here. All the pigeons will fly out, and they'll always find 1 or 2 dead pigeons.
I reckon they have a stray cat that lives here that they don't know about.
But why wouldn't the cat eat the pigeon?
It would eat it.
Don't they kill for fun, though, sometimes?
Don't know. I don't know.
And you have cats. I don't know.
No, my cats eat everything that they catch,
Every skerrick.
except the livers for some unknown reason.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to call in Jack Sample
All right.
because it was Jack Sample's Crown and Anchor Hotel in the late 1800s, 1897. This place is called Jack Sample's Crown and Anchor Hotel.
Jack, are you here?
Jack Sample? Mate, there's a disturbance downstairs. There's a big fight on. I think they're going to be stealing stuff if you don't come downstairs and make sure everything's okay. They need you down there.
What was that?
I definitely heard.
That was
That was the door.
That wasn't the sound.
No, it was the door knocking, like moving.
Hang on.
That was it.
Well, that was this door.
That was the sound.
So the door was there. This is the room we're trying to get into.
Of course
This
it
is the room where they had the filing case that had hit a man. So,
Was that you, Jack?
Jack, come out.
Can you open that door again and, like, push it open a little bit and let him push it again?
That was a noise.
Yeah.
That was a noise. That was it.
Jack, can you push that door again, mate?
Where are you, Jack? Is that you? That we called in?
I feel like, I know this sounds stupid, but I feel like something, like if there's anything going on here, it's up these stairs.
I'm getting this overwhelming pressure on my ears. I feel like somebody's got hold of my head and they're squeezing it in. It's like really painful.
Really?
Yeah.
What are they doing? What do you think they're doing?
I feel like they're going like this and they're like pushing really hard. It's like a pressure.
Is that you, Jack?
Don't hurt Anne.
No, it's gone now. It's lifted, but it was
Was that you, Jack?
like a change of pressure, but it was right on my ears.
I just heard a noise come from back here.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that room's fucking creepy as shit. I'm telling you now.
Who made that noise?
Dead bird fucking coming back to haunt us.
Flapping its wings. But I heard something like it was moving in there.
You're coming closer. I know. You're getting used to us now. That's good. You can see we're not here to harm you. We just want to talk.
Before we moved on to the next room, we decided to rig the stairwell and the room of the dead pigeon, where we heard a knock with some night vision cameras, which were set up to roll throughout the night to capture absolutely anything that would happen while we were gone. To our surprise, when we reviewed this footage in the edit later on, we found that the cat balls were triggered by something or someone when we were off in a different area of the pub.
I thought I saw a black shoe come from that corner out and step back.
And you saw a shoe.
I saw a shoe. I saw a foot come out and then go back.
Are you going to have people
Just from there.
say that that's bullshit?
Of course.
Of course they will.
Of course they will, because they no one else saw it except for me.
Yeah.
But I was looking in that direction. And, God, I can make things up, but I'm not going to. Why would I bother? I did see
And I think
a
if you're
shoe.
going to make something up, it'd be far more exciting than a
Than a
shoe
shoe.
coming around the corner.
A big old dick hanging around
Yeah,
the corner.
that's it. Very erect and,
Jesus. All right.
I reckon let's put you into some of these little rooms and do an EVP session
Okay.
with your camera.
Okay. Let's do it.
Right, and we're gonna back out
Yep.
and go right away from you. So I'm going to give you this.
Yep.
Hit record when you're ready.
All right. Oh, this is fucking horrible. All right. I'm gonna turn my light off. Oh, this is fucking horrible. Did you work at the pub? Fuck, there's cold air blowing on me. That does not settle my nerves at all. There's a fucking shadow over there. That's fucking horrible. I'm just gonna pan the camera towards it. Okay, there's definitely no one there. I know this is a ghost documentary, but thank fuck for that. But I did see a shadow. Was that you making that bump? Can you make it again? Fuck, you couldn't pick a better night for ghost hunting. God, I still see that shadow there. I know there's nothing there, but there's a shadow in the corner of the room. Every time I come back, I don't know if it's the light blinding me from the camera. I mean, it's night vision, but there's still a little bit of light coming back at me. That was very creepy. There was a shadow in the corner of the room.
Was it?
Every time I turned around to it, there was a shadow there. Now, I don't think it was a person. I don't think it was a ghost or anything like that. I think it was my eyes, like, after looking at the image on my camera, the night vision image, I don't think it was a ghoul, a ghost, paranormal. I think it was just my eyes
Adjusting to
it. But it was scary.
How creepy is that room?
It's a creepy room. It's a creepy room.
Next up, the safe room. Now the office, but the room where the money is kept. Let's check it out, because we just heard a door close in here.
What was that?
I definitely heard.
That was
the door.
Oh, and also, this is the room where the cabinet famously came out and hit a staff member in the head all by itself.
Are you picking up on anything in here?
I'm picking up on a young boy that's about 16 years old, and that's why he's hiding in here. So it may well have been where he was smoking cigarettes
So he's
or
been in
smoking
trouble,
tobacco or whatever
hiding.
it is. But yeah, that's the image that I get in my mind when I look in that corner. He's peeked out, checked out what we're doing, and he's hiding back there.
All right. So we come in here, take some money, find some cash.
Whoa.
There we go. Is there anyone in here? Is there anyone here? My name is Isaac. Can you say my name? What is your name? I'm going through all your shit. noise then. What is your name? Do you run this joint? We've heard that you like to play pranks on people. You like to hurt people. Is that true?
Give him a tap. Can you do this back for us? It's just you and me now. Everyone's gone. It's just you and I now in the office. Everyone's gone. So you can... What is your name? Ralph? Madison? I'm sure I just heard fucking Madison. My name is Claire. What is your name? What is the name of the spirit that is here with us tonight? What is your name? What is your name? Is there a woman's presence here, yes or no? I'm going to do 3 knocks. Say yes or no if you can hear them. But is there a male presence here with us tonight? In here with me in this office? Fuck, that was something, but I can't fucking... I'm going to say my name. Can you say it back to me, please? Claire. My name is Claire. What is your name? Hello?
What's going on here?
Definitely getting stuff back, like feedback, but I just can't.
All right.
I'm sensing a lady, though.
A lady?
Have a try.
Yeah.
It's not just us now. Isaac's in here, too. Do you want to say hi, Isaac?
She say Isaac? She said Isaac.
Isaac's in here now. Can you say Isaac?
Hello. My name's Isaac. Nice to meet you. What is your name? What's that? What was that, sorry? Yeah, what is your name?
Can you repeat your name, please?
Rose?
I thought I got Ralph before, so it's definitely an R.
Rose, is that you? Monster.
Who was a monster to you here? What happened to you?
Did somebody drag you into this office?
Was it bad, whatever happened to you in this building? Yes or no? Yes, it was bad. No, it wasn't bad.
It said yes, 100%. Were you attacked by someone here? Okay. We are leaving We are going. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
All right.
We've had some brief activity so far. Cat balls triggered, a couple of knocks, and a slight response on the spirit box. But now it's time to head into a guest room, a delicious, delectable hotel room, and get out our favourite ghost hunting gadget.
I'd like to point out I'm not 1,000% happy about this.
Yeah, well, that's why we bought it.
I don't love Ouija boards. So, in saying that,
They love you.
apparently every time we've had a Ouija board, we've had a good experience. So let's fucking do it.
All right, Renata is our medium, so she will run the session for us.
Very good.
She will battle the demons that come through and try to take our souls.
Good. Well, I'm glad someone else is dealing with it.
She's got a nice T-shirt in the car for it too.
Or not.
Oh. You trying to plug your own merch? Get out of it. That's my
Absolutely.
job. I was at Butterfield shop.
So, we are going to use the Ouija board as one of the final things we do here to try and connect with any of the energies that are here, to see if they might be able to use this device rather than anything else that we have used tonight. And this is really simply just another device that we use to communicate. Yep. It is using our energy. We are attached to this planchette by a finger. And I am not pushing it.
That old lady's pushing it.
I'm not pushing it. I'm not pushing it. There is absolutely...
I don't know. I've read the comment section on these videos.
Yeah, I know,
pushing
right? I know, obviously.
The experts say.
The experts say
that
they're
weren't
pushing
here.
it. I
I've
am
seen you
not
lube
pushing
up
it.
the board and
I know.
push it around.
You experts can fuck off.
All right, so we're going to ask the spirits now to come through and come into this space. Use the top of the planchette, this circle. We'll use the circle.
Sure.
Yeah. So that's
Will
where.
you stop rubbing your finger around that hole, please?
That's where you need to place. This is the part of the planchette you need to place over the letter.
We've got someone with us that may not.
Speak English.
That's okay.
Oh,
let him
go for a look around the board.
Let him go.
I'd like it known I'm barely touching it.
Yeah.
None of us are.
No. Okay, the yes is up in the corner. Go and find it. If you can't spell, you're no use to us here on the board.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
Even got it in the hole.
All right.
Hold on.
Spell out your first name, please. Using the letters. Remember the letter in the circle, please.
Okay.
Co. K-O-E. K-O-E-R.
Koa? I think that is a name.
This could be your surname. What did your friends call you?
Koa family.
Oh, so it is a name.
Yep.
Did they just call you by your surname, did they?
Oh, okay.
Koa.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you work here?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you tell me what your job was?
See?
O.
Another row.
It's probably O.
Cook.
Is that right? Cook? Yes.
Why were you hiding in the room? Why are you up there? What's going on?
F R
I.
G.
Are you frightened? Are you frightened? Okay. Would you like us to get somebody to come and get you?
Just a yes or no. Would you like help moving away from here?
Don't know?
Do you know that you... Oh, you're spelling out something, okay. Sorry, Pete.
E. I know what he's trying to say. It's peaceful here. Yeah? Is that what you're trying to say? It's peaceful here? No one's bothering you? No? Okay.
Shut up.
I get it wrong, it's okay.
Are you afraid to leave this location? Okay. Have you maybe done something that you are worried will not be forgiven if you cross over to the other side?
Were you caught doing something and that's why we found you hiding? Were you caught with a young woman with blonde hair in a white dress?
Let's run with it.
Were you caught together upstairs where they now wash clothes? We won't be scared if you show us yourself right now.
Do you want to sit on the bed for us? We've got lots of things on the bed that will just light up. If you go and sit on the bed.
Can you do that?
Can you go and sit on the bed for us, please?
We won't hurt you.
Did you love this young lady? In your time
Ball's going off.
with the relationship between you and her, was that not
you, mate.
something that would have been allowed?
How many more spirits are here in the hotel with you?
Six, wow.
Wow, 6. But we are going to say goodbye to you now.
I'm very excited.
So just take the planchette to goodbye and say goodbye to us.
Thank you for talking to us. We really appreciate it.
See you,
We'll say
mate.
goodbye to you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Remove all our permissions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Done.
Have to flip it or something.
All right, makes you feel better.
Well, that was interesting. Koa.
Koa.
I wonder if we can get people in the comments to have a look into the history of Newcastle and have a look if there was a cook named Koa around these areas.
Yeah.
Have a look through the records and sort of find something out from that. It would be very interesting. But that really tied everything in together. It was quite interesting from the point of view of, okay, we had a dude who was in trouble. He was sort of shunned. He was hiding. There's no doubt that there's something going on here.
Yeah.
People are seeing things.
Yep.
People are seeing children,
Too much
hearing
going on.
children.
Yep.
There's the video.
That was enough for me, the cat ball.
The cat ball going off. That was interesting.
That's what shook me more than this.
I don't know. I don't know. Claire, what do you think about tonight's investigation?
I think the cat balls don't lie. They're just,
Well, they don't go off unless you touch
no,
them.
and I like honest to God that it's the cat. There's something's going on.
There's something going on. And because there are people here all the time and there's a lot of energy in the place and there's a lot of history here. And I think it's just one of those places in Newcastle that seems to sort of gather spirits around. People having a good time.
Yeah, there's a lot of turmoil in this location at the moment as well, whereas the traditional Newcastle is being ripped to shreds.
Yeah.
And the face of it is changing, even though they're keeping the facades. The insides have been gutted.
Yeah, the soul's going.
Where are all these spirits that would normally be in these buildings? This is their home. They're trying to find other locations. And it seems to be the dark corners here that are the most active, and maybe because they're taking refuge here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe they don't want to be found. Maybe they want to just quietly be here and, just stay.
I think they're finding like-minded souls, and a lot of the people that you've spoken to tonight have been really lovely people with great stories. I think maybe they relate to those people themselves.
Yeah.
Upstairs, we had catcalls going off when we weren't there. And when we were calling out, nothing was happening. But when we would sort of not pay attention anymore, something would happen.
It's always the way.
Well, I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us again. You can always catch more on our Patreon. Go and check it out. You can get involved with that from $1 a month, you tight asses. Check out Little Dicky on Instagram as well, and Little Buttsman. That's our second channel where we put up a video every single week, just us. Oh yeah. And the Ghost Grannies, the greatest people alive. Head over to Spotify and watch True Hauntings right now. Their podcast, it's amazing. Listen to it rather, and you can check out. You get some of this merch, beautiful merch. You can go
Plug
YouTube.
your YouTube, ladies.
Oh, YouTube. Anne and Renata, I've changed it to Ghost Grannies just for you.
We finally got it to Ghost Grannies and Renata.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Little Dixon. Thank you very much, and thank you guys for watching. Let us know in the comment section where you want us to go next, and I'll see you next time. Toodaloo au revoir. Bye-bye.